Hello. Almost a good morning. Good afternoon. It is 2:30 on this wonderful Tuesday Pacific time. My name is Jazzy, health fitness specialist with Access at Autodesk, and welcome to the afternoon stretch break. So, we're going to get started here in a minute or two, but right now, if you have anything that's a little tight or little areas that need a little extra love, go ahead and drop that in the chat, and I can add that into what we're going to be doing today. But right now, the plan is to get a little bit of upper body work in, stretch out our neck, shoulders, get some maybe a little bit of calves in there as well. So we're going to do, I guess, a little bit of total body, but I am not seeing anything in the chat. So we can go ahead and get started. Oh, here we go. Neck and shoulders. Yes, perfect. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and stand on up. And what we're going to do first is we're going to take a nice big deep breath here. And we're going to bring those arms overhead. We're going to take our hands, we're going to interlace our fingers, pushing our palms towards the ceiling. So let's just start to open up our chest and shoulders a little bit. We want our back to be flat, our core nice and tight. And what we're going to do is we're going to put all our weight onto one side. So I'm going to put my weight, my left foot here, and I'm going to push my hands towards the right. So it's going to start to stretch out our neck a little bit. And by neck, I mean our shoulders and our side. It's time for this little work break here. It's been a long Tuesday here. So we're just going to push those hands towards one wall. Nice big inhales. Slowly exhaling, relaxing further into the stretch, pushing those hands to the side. And we're going to do one more inhale here. And on the exhale, we can return to that starting position here. So we're standing nice and tall. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to put all of our weight now in our right foot, pushing those hands towards the left. So we're really pushing those hands out, fingers are interlaced, shoulders away from the ears. We're just starting to stretch out our side, our shoulders, our lats a little bit. The more we push those hands out to the side, we're going to start to feel more of that stretch through the side. Nice big deep inhales, feeling that chest expand here. Opening up our side bodies. Exhaling, sighing away that tension today. Great job, everyone. One more inhale here. And on the exhale, returning to center. And we can go ahead and gently bring those hands to our sides. And we're going to get a little bit more chest and shoulder opening here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those fingers, interlace them behind our back here. And once we have those fingers interlaced, we're going to push those knuckles into the ground and pull them apart. So we should start to feel that opening up our chest and shoulders. And as we're here, we can gaze up towards the ceiling. We don't have to look all the way up. Just kind of lift that chin up if it's comfortable, giving us a little bit of an extra stretch here. And really pushing those hands into the ground, letting them get really heavy. Feeling that open up our shoulders. We're breathing nice and deep into the chest. Exhaling, sighing away that tension today in the upper body. We're getting our chest open up. Our chest can get really tight from sitting at that computer during the day or even standing at the computer. We tend to hunch over. So this is a nice counter movement here. And on our next exhale, what we're going to do is we're going to keep those fingers interlaced. We're going to push those hips back, letting those hands come over our head into a forward fold, giving a little bit of an extra chest stretch here while we start to feel that in our hamstrings here today. Deep breaths here. And on the next exhale, gently release your hands and bring them down to the ground, or you can even grab onto your elbows here. We're going to let our head, neck, and shoulders get really heavy. Stretch the spine out a little bit. Relax with each exhale further into the stretch. And on our next exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring those hands towards the ground here. And we're going to walk those hands forward into a nice plank position. So walking your hands out, bringing those hips down. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little bit of some downward dog into that cobra or up dog position, whatever you want to call it here. So from the plank here, we're going to exhale, push our glutes up towards the ceiling, getting those heels as close to the ground as we can, feeling that opening up our upper back here. And on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring our head towards the ground. Whoops. And we're now into that cobra position or the up dog, whatever you want to call it. But we're opening up our chest here. Chest nice and proud. Deep inhale. And on the next exhale, we're going to push ourselves back up into that down dog position. So we're going to do this a couple more times. So you can stay in each position for as long as you would like, depending on what stretch you need, whether it's your calves, your shoulders, your back here. And exhaling, going into that cobra pose. My hair is all over the place today, goodness. And we're opening up the chest here. Nice big deep breaths. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do this one more time through. So pushing ourselves back into the down dog position. You can even pedal those heels, getting a nice calf stretch. Really push your head towards the ground in between your hands or your arms, getting a nice back stretch here, shoulder stretch. And exhaling, bringing that body closer to the ground here. And making that chest nice and proud. Nice big deep breaths. And on the next exhale, we're going to go ahead and push ourselves back up into that plank position here. And from here, we're going to do some stretch for the piriformis, for our hips, for our low back. So we're going to exhale and bring one knee in between our hands. So I'm going to start with my right knee, bring that right knee forward in between both of my hands here. So my whole front of my leg is on the ground. Move my camera so I can see that a little better. So bring that knee in between your hands. And you can either stay up on your hands here, nice and tall, or if you need a little bit extra stretch, you can bring those elbows towards the ground, really feeling that opening up the back of our hips, opening up our glutes. We've probably been sitting or even standing at our standing desk, sitting at the desk all day. So this will help us just kind of counteract that movement again, stretching out our backside. Nice big deep belly breaths here. Exhaling through the mouth. Breathing into any tightness we feel, relaxing with each exhale. Really opening up that front leg, working on our hips a little bit here. Great job, everyone. Let's go ahead and do one more deep breath here. Exhaling nice and slow. And after the exhale, we can go back onto our hands, tuck the toe of the leg that's straight and behind us, push ourselves back up into the plank position. And we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So now my left knee is going to come in between my hands here, flat on the ground. We're going to start to feel that stretch in the back of the hip. And if that feels good, you can stay on your hands. If you'd like a little extra tension here, more of a stretch, go ahead and drop down to the elbows here. Really getting that stretch on the outer part of that front hip or whatever hip is under us. So my left leg is right under me. Same thing, nice big deep belly breaths here. Sighing away the tension we feel. Really relaxing with each exhale. Relaxing the upper body, relaxing our hips here. Awesome job, everyone. Let's go ahead and do one more deep breath here. So a nice inhale through the nose. Exhaling nice and slow through the mouth. Once we finish the exhale, we can go ahead and come back onto our hands. Tuck that toe of the back leg back to the plank position. Let's go ahead and push ourselves up back into down dog here. We can start to walk our hands towards our feet. And from here, we're going to gently, nice and slowly roll back up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and shoulders is going to be the last thing to come up to standing. And once we're standing, we can go ahead and do 2 nice big shoulder rolls. We're going to bring those shoulders forward. Nice big circles here. And one more nice big circle, letting those shoulder blades fall back to their place. And that is going to be all the time I have for this stretch break. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope we feel nice and refreshed, ready to get back to our work day. We do have one more live class today. We have abs core mobility with Luis today at 4:30. So definitely join us for that. And we do also have our virtual blood drive going on right now. So you can still sign up for your June appointment. You go to our SharePoint site, just type in Exos at Autodesk, and that site will pop up and you can find all the information on our blood drive, other programs we have coming up, as well as our full group exercise schedule. So thank you all again for joining me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.